So, show of hands, how many of you here are still students? Raise your hand. Okay, how many of you want to just work for now, build experience? Raise your hand. I just want to be very thankful to, and I want you guys to know it's my honor to be here. 80% of success is showing up. How many of you have heard that before? 80% of success is showing up. You guys are showing up. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. Okay. My company basically started 7 years ago. It's called Primoff. And as you can see over the slides, it's actually built upon the failures of five other startups. So how many of you have tried starting a business while at school and failed? Raise your hand. Or how many of you have tried starting a business pala at school? Raise your hand.
Don't ready.
Upload, load. Oh yeah, pwede. All right. Me, I started multiple businesses. Nag-start siya with this very popular business that always opens with this phrase. Open-minded ka ba? Familiar? So I started in sales, right? Network marketing for maybe a decade in network marketing or in sales. Long story short, it was not a very sustainable business model. However, the good news was that the industry was able to provide me with experience and the kapalmuks to be able to talk to people, even on the streets, even as strangers. I could even remember one of my very early experiences was presenting in public plazas. Kasi doon ako naghahanap, that's where I'm looking for prospects. We try to start our own startups on design, incubation, helping other people achieve their dreams. Because I really value your time. How many of you would like to find out some secrets, right? Ano yung mga secrets that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today? Number one, how many of you would like to know the secret to earn millions online? Raise your hand. How many of you would like to earn millions online? Raise your hand. Dollar or peso? Dollar, right? Good. How many of you would like to know the formula to actually achieve that? It's a very specific formula. So, in short, hindi siya BS. It's not made up. It's not personal development stuff, but a real life formula. Okay, I'm gonna show that to you guys. Raise your hand. Okay, sa inyo? Okay. I just want to share this book. Before I was able to actually find the formula, I was lucky enough to actually find this book on my newsfeed. It's called Expert Secrets. How many of Russell Brunson have heard of Russell Brunson before? Okay, this is your treat. Back here. This book is a book that I actually am surprised the super rich and successful have not ostracized Russell Brunson. And because he, in this book, literally revealed the secrets to becoming the expert and how to sell yourself. And these are really high level techniques. When I say high level techniques, I've attended programs where I paid 500,000 plus pesos and it was all shared for free. Not really free, much less in his book. How many of you can guess how much the book was when I bought it? Sino makaguess how much the book is? Did I hear 10,000? Yes, 10,000. All right. Any other answers? What? 200? Any other answers? 800? Okay, last one. 3,000. I got the book for free. Pero I had to pay for shipping. So 500 pesos. Right. So who answered 500? Okay. But yeah, the book is free. And notice that alone is very powerful. Okay. He gave me a free book that I only had to pay for shipping. And that actually caught my attention. I'm like, huh, why is this guy doing this? Is he not losing money by doing so? What do you guys think? Is he losing money? Obviously not. He's one of the best marketers in the world. He has closed over $1 million in 45 minutes. Take note, $1 million in 45 minutes. That's how powerful this book is. I was lucky enough to be able to come across that book in a time I was elected to become president of JCI, our local chapter. How many of you are familiar with JCI? Okay, you should because there's 3 chapters here. Luckily enough, Expert Secrets basically taught me the secret to bring the chapter back to life. And right now, I'm going to share with you guys the formula. Okay? This is the formula for you guys to basically excel in the digital economy. L times C times F times M equals XYB. Joke lang. L stands for leads. A lead refers to any person or organization that has engaged with your brand in some way or form. In short, these are people you have their contact information and they are very important. Next, conversion. Let's say you have a list of 10,000 people. Look at your cell phones right now. Check your contacts. So if wala kayong contacts, that means you have 0 leads. How many of those on your cell phone bought something from you? Or what about social media? Let's say, and here's the question sometimes, no? Chris, are followers leads? No, they're not leads. Bakit? You don't have their contact information. They have visibility with what you do. They are not people who are engaged with you yet. Engaged sila the moment you have your contact details. And the moment they buy something from you, that is considered a conversion. Clear? Okay. Frequency. In advertising, frequency is the amount of repetition of an advertisement to a person or to a specific medium within a defined time frame. Example, what's the most notorious ad sa Pilipinas? They're basically companies that love to be in your face. Even worse, if you download their app, what happens? They have so many ads or they have so many prompts for you. Oh, hey, may coupon here. You have a free coupon. You have 200 pesos off. You have 500 pesos off. That counts as frequency. Margin, how much you actually make after a sale. There are so many people out there who will say, oh man, I'm earning $1 million and I'm living in the Philippines. Their niche, e-commerce. But here's the fun part. How much money are they actually making after a sale? So may logistics eh. There's buying the product, there's repackaging, there's shipping, there's the ad spend. So dami, there's so much to consider when it comes to earning, to margin. If you're profitable, how much money you actually make after a sale, then that's great. Fun fact, one of the biggest industries with the highest margin, and I'm very happy that in Rojas City, the development you guys have here for your ICT and your tech sector, it's huge. Here's the fun part. Do you guys really want foreign or bigger players, other investors to take advantage of opportunity that you have here now? Bakit? BPOs, right? BPOs have very high margin after a sale. More than 80%, 70 to 80% yung pwede mong you could earn in a BPO, and it's very easy to set up. So again, this is the formula. Leads times conversion times frequency times margin. Good with me, guys? L, leads times conversion times. Okay, that's the success formula. Bakit? Simple lang. Imagine if you double your leads. Imagine lang there's a number 2 here. Okay, what would happen? Leads times conversion times frequency times margin equals your results. Okay? If your leads double, what happens to your results? Madouble siya. What if your leads and conversion double? What happens to your result? Mano siya? Quadruple. Correct. What if your leads, conversion, and frequency double? What would happen? Pila? 6, are you sure? 8. Okay? If your leads, conversion, frequency, and margin double, 16. See how huge it scales. That's how powerful the online world is. That's how powerful digitization is. All you have to do is give so much value that you're able to find leads, people who are interested in you, people who want to buy from you, people who actually love seeing your ads. And there are marketing companies that I actually like seeing ads for. How many have been in Genius Marketing? That company specializes in paid media. And the funny part about that company is they love to use skits. So it's very entertaining. So si Austin Powers, if you guys have watched that before, right? Austin Powers, The Greatest Showman, they turned that into ads. Right? Na sila yung kumakanta, sila yung nagsumasayaw and all of that. So they're very entertaining. And of course, hopefully, you get to keep the money that you're actually selling. That's the success formula. All right. So are you learning so far? Raise your hand. Okay, how many of you are excited to start your own business? Raise your hand. But here's the problem. In the Philippines, and I've tried this multiple times, my company has been going around giving free website hosting. Okay? Imagine free website hosting. I've been trying to give this to Iloilo. I've been trying to give this to other places just so that we can start pushing for digitization in the country. But here's the fun part. If the world is on the fourth or fifth industrial revolution, we're way behind. We're still not adapting properly. And I don't know, for some reason, if you go to other countries, even street vendors have the swiper thing. The street vendors have swipers. Our street vendors don't even have that. The competitor in me, the competitiveness is triggered. And there's a lot of reasons why, right? So, for example, a lot of people might start thinking digitizing should be the answer. Start with having a website. That is the most basic to digitize. Paano naman yung adoption rates? Can local businesses actually adopt digitization at a faster rate? Here's the fun part. Payment processing. Okay? In the Philippines, it's so hard to find a payment processor for local businesses. Your only options are PayMongo and a bunch of others. Okay? And their fees are very high. And they don't even integrate with most international softwares that people use for marketing. So it's crazy. So what's really stopping, right? What's really stopping businesses from digitizing? One thing's for sure, it's not disadvantages. Okay? There are no disadvantages when it comes to starting your website, when it comes to digitizing, when it comes to bringing a business online. There is literally no downside. In fact, it should be the norm. If you're planning on starting a business and you're not planning to bring it online, are Facebook pages enough? Let's think of this. What if you have 500,000 followers on Facebook? Does that mean you should not have a website anymore? Who says yes? Who says no? Sino ngayong said yes? You said yes, right? Why?
You have 500,000 followers, right? So you have your own brand. You can endorse it for yourself to know be the website.
Yeah. Good answer, right? It's logical. Very logical. You have 500,000 followers. Why would you need a website? You can post to all your followers. But is that really what's happening on Facebook? The algorithm will not show all your followers your exposure unless you pay them. Facebook will not show you to your followers if you don't pay Facebook. Same with Instagram, same with Twitter, same with any other social media. Not unless you're very entertaining, but you will still not be able to maximize your followers. Now, here's also the question. What if one day Facebook just decides to disappear? What happens to your 500,000 followers? What happens if Facebook decides that you're an unhealthy influencer? You will be restricted. And even if you have 500,000 followers, you will not benefit from that. Why are websites different? Websites are different because their traffic you control. At any point in time when Facebook dies, you have the contact list. You have the email list. You have a list of people you can contact at any time to promote your product or service. That's how powerful websites are. However, it's easier said than done. Again, no disadvantages, just challenges. Bakit? Ano ba yung challenge if you're gonna start your own or you're gonna digitize? There's so much to work on. There's so much to work on. Like for example, front-end design. You have to find someone to design your front end. You have to learn sales copy, copywriting. Is this being taught at school? Sales copy. Very important skill. Any industry that I know of prioritizes sales copy. Email marketing. Like what I mentioned earlier. Very powerful. You get to contact your leads. Paid media, this is advertising. SEO, marketing automations, how to send traffic, social media marketing. Then there's also the back end, meaning you have to program certain apps to talk with each other so that you are able to funnel people in such a way that you are in control. So how many of you here know at least one thing? One have key skills, at least in one category over here. Wala din. I'm gonna give you guys a tip. Knowing just one skill here is enough to get you a salary of 100,000 pesos per month. Okay? Just one skill. Knowing everything will help you make 7 figures per month. So how many of you would like that? Raise your hand. Wala na ganun graduating na ka mo, so it looks like you have to go to school again, right? That's funny. And here's some underlying principles again that you guys have to do if you guys want to win. Principle number 1. In the online world, whoever spends the most wins. What do I mean by this? Cost to acquire a customer. You guys will have to spend, you'd have to compete with so many people in the space. The more competitive your market is, the higher the cost to acquire customer becomes. So for example, sige, let's say you're selling iPhones. There are so many resellers, authorized resellers, and iPhone is very strict with their ads. So you have to be very compliant. Now here's the thing. Since there's a lot of competition, okay, you have to spend 5,000 pesos to acquire a customer. Lugi hindi. Who says yes? Lugi. Who says no? Who says I don't know? Joke lang. Okay. Not that bad. Why? If you're a store selling iPhone products and iPhone accessories, how much is an iPhone? 80. The pro level iPhones. Okay, 80,000. What about the non-pro models? 50? 45? You spent 5,000 to sell an 85,000 product. Oh, hey. You spent 5,000 pesos. They bought the iPhone. What else do you think they need? They need a charger. They need a case. Ano pa? What? Sorry, what? Tempered glass. Diba? Ang dami. Babawiin mo na lang. In other ways. Going back to Russell Brunson, he gave me a free book so that he can hook me for life. How much did I spend for his programs and his software? I probably spent more than 50,000 pesos. Principle number 2, websites, digitization makes it easy for people to support your business. Your number 1 goal should be to make it easy for people to support you. Imagine going into a restaurant and then you can't even make reservations because they don't have that capacity. Next, you leverage the scale of the internet. The internet, what's great about here is you can go niche. When we say niche, you can go very specific and still be profitable. For example, sell golf clubs, you will be profitable. Pokemon phone cases, you will be profitable. Sell anything that's legal, you will be profitable. And I'll leave you guys with this. The whole goal of digitization is to ease up the resistance. Ease the resistance that people have with buying from you. You're building trust. You're building trust. That's the whole reason why you're creating these websites, these software, so that people be better recognize you. And if we're going back to the skills, learning all of these is important. All right, so that's it for me. Thank you so much.